Hi, Ernest here, and in this video I'm quickly going to show you the search cache features of Ajax Search Pro. Alright, in this tutorial I assume you have a search bar set up. If you don't, there's plenty other tutorials. I will leave some links in the description below, so you should probably start with that. So what is the search cache and how does it help? The search cache is basically a mechanism in Ajax Search Pro that helps storing user-made queries for a limited amount of time so that they don't have to be queried from the database again. So first, let's go through the settings. If you go to Ajax Search Pro and click on the cache, you should be greeted with this page with two warnings that you should enable the search statistics. This is not mandatory. It is only to store cache hits and cache misses. It will not affect the work of the cache. The second one, well, if you want to use the cache, you'll have to enable it. So either you click on the settings or into this link and enable it. There are basically three ways the cache can function. The first and the default and the one that I'd recommend is using the super file cache. So the super file cache is basically what you think it is. It is just a file cache, but it is supercharged in a way that it doesn't have to use the WordPress system to ask for the file contents. It will do it directly, and that makes the requests very fast because WordPress doesn't have to do any work. The second one is the file version of it. It is without the supercharge, so it uses WordPress to fetch the file contents. It is very efficient, but it is a little bit slower. And the third one is almost the same, but instead of using the files, it uses the database to store the fetch data. And which one should you choose? I would definitely recommend Superfile. But if that doesn't work for you, any of the choices is just a lot better than not having any type of cache. The next setting is purge the results cache when a post is created updated. So I would recommend having this on, except if your website is having lots of posts changes, post updates, because every single time the cache is going to be purged and it makes no sense than using a cache. So in that case, I would probably recommend turning this off. The next option is the results cache expiration. This one speaks for itself. It means how long an item in the cache should be fresh. After this amount of time, it is considered stale and it's going to be replaced or removed. You can, of course, change it however you like it. You can even set like a custom value or from the predefined values as you want to. I would, for most installations, I would recommend setting 7 days. And the last option is cache images by cropping them. I would definitely recommend doing this as well, although this is going to be initially slow down the search a little bit because it's going to generate cropped files. But if you have a lot of images, then this could help very much. All right, let me save these settings and let's take a look how this works. So on this website, I have this search. And I should also note that I use a code snippet to slow down the search response by at least 1 second. And that is to better demonstrate the speed improvement. In production environments, that is often the case when using a lot of plugins. So I think that is a little bit closer to reality. Let me reload this. And now the cache should be empty. Let me try to search for home. Okay, as you can see from here, that it took 1.24 seconds for this request to complete. However, since the cache is enabled, if I reload this page and I search home again, see, it was almost instantaneous and it only took, so this is the request. As you can see, it requested a JSON file with the results. It took 3 milliseconds. I mean, that is a lot quicker. That is a lot quicker. Obviously, it is in production environments, it's going to be a little bit slower because this is a local server. So the requests are super fast, but even like 100 millisecond response is a big difference. Let's test this on a live environment. So here I have the Ajax Search Pro website. Let me go to the WooCommerce search example and let's try the cache. I know some of the items are already cached here. So I will try some sort of combinations that are probably not there. So let me try to search for belts. Here we go. And it should return this belt. And as you can see, this request took 728 milliseconds. Now, if I remove it and try it again, look, the second request, this is the one, took 52 milliseconds. So that is over, what, 14 times faster? Yeah, I think it's like 14 times faster. We can even try with the filters. Let me go large. Let's go back to any size. Okay, that one is from this cache. If you can see, it took 1 millisecond. Let me go back to large. It took 50. Let me go medium, back to large. That is 1 millisecond again, because that request already been cached on the browser side as well. So it took only 1 millisecond, but if I click medium, it should take over like 50 milliseconds. So here we go. As you can see, we achieved like 3 to 10 to 14 times of improvement in response time for repetitive queries, which I believe is really worth it, given that what we did is just flick the single switch. And this is how it's done. If you don't have an Ajax Search Pro license yet, well, what are you waiting for? If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.